China's J-20 stealth fighter, widely known by its official nickname Mighty Dragon, has become one of the most significant developments in modern military aviation and a symbol of Beijing's rapid rise as a global air power. Emerging from an era when China's military aviation was heavily dependent on reverse engineering foreign designs, the J-20 now represents a sophisticated, domestically developed fifth-generation stealth fighter that places the People's Liberation Army Air Force, PLAAF, among the very few forces in the world capable of fielding such advanced combat aircraft. With its sleek, radar-evading design, advanced avionics, and a growing operational presence, the J-20 has transformed from an experimental prototype to a fully deployed weapon of deterrence and power projection across the Asia-Pacific, challenging the dominance of U.S. and Allied aircraft in the region. The origins of the J-20 program date back to the 1990s, when China began to recognize the widening gap between its Air Force capabilities and those of advanced powers such as the United States and Russia. The success of U.S. stealth fighters during the Gulf War, particularly the F-117 Nighthawk and later the introduction of the F-22 Raptor, underscored the necessity for China to leapfrog into the era of low-observable, network-enabled aircraft. Development was spearheaded by Chengdu Aerospace Corporation, and after years of speculation and secrecy, the world first glimpsed the J-20 during a test flight in 2011. Just 6 years later, in 2017, the aircraft officially entered operational service, a remarkably swift transition that demonstrated Beijing's commitment to accelerating its military modernization goals. The J-20's design philosophy is a blend of stealth, speed, maneuverability, and long-range combat capabilities. Its angular frame, canard delta wing configuration, and carefully designed airframe surfaces reduce radar cross-section, enabling it to evade detection by conventional radar systems. Its elongated fuselage houses internal weapons bays, allowing it to carry advanced air-to-air missiles without compromising its stealth profile. Among its most formidable weapons are the PL-15 long-range missile, which features an active radar seeker and ranges estimated beyond 200 kilometers, and the experimental PL-21, which could potentially extend strike capabilities even further. These weapons provide the J-20 with the ability to engage enemy aircraft from well outside visual range, potentially neutralizing threats before they are aware of its presence. Avionics and sensor fusion are central to the J-20's combat effectiveness. The fighter is equipped with advanced active electronically scanned array (ASA) radar systems, infrared search and track sensors, and data link technologies that enable seamless integration into China's broader air defense network. This networked approach allows J-20 pilots to share data with ground-based systems, naval assets, and other aircraft, creating a comprehensive battlefield picture that enhances situational awareness and reduces reaction time. Such integration reflects China's strategy of deploying the J-20 not as a standalone platform, but as a central node in its system of systems approach to modern warfare. Over the years, the J-20 has undergone steady improvements, particularly in its propulsion systems. Early variants relied on Russian-made AL-31 engines, which limited the aircraft's stealth and performance at supercruise speeds. However, China has since introduced its domestically developed WS-10C and is progressing toward the more advanced WS-15 engine, designed to give the J-20 sustained supersonic capabilities without afterburners. If fully successful, the WS-15 will elevate the Mighty Dragon closer to parity with the US F-22 in terms of thrust, maneuverability, and endurance. Each upgrade signals not just a technical advancement but also China's increasing independence from foreign suppliers, a key milestone in its long-term military-industrial ambitions. The strategic implications of the J-20's deployment are profound. For decades, U.S. air superiority in the Asia-Pacific was virtually unchallenged, with platforms like the F-22 and F-35 providing overwhelming technological advantages over regional air forces. The arrival of the J-20 disrupts this equation. Its presence compels the U.S. and its allies, including Japan, South Korea, and Australia, to recalibrate their defense strategies and invest in counter-stealth technologies, new missile systems, and expanded radar coverage. Already, joint exercises in the region have increased in frequency, with a clear emphasis on training against fifth-generation adversaries. The J-20 is not merely a weapon but a catalyst for an accelerating arms competition in one of the world's most strategically sensitive regions. For neighboring countries such as India and Taiwan, the rise of the Mighty Dragon poses particular challenges. Taiwan, which relies heavily on fourth-generation F-16s and limited numbers of upgraded aircraft, faces the reality that the J-20 could penetrate its airspace with relative ease, particularly when backed by China's dense network of surface-to-air missiles and electronic warfare systems. India, too, views the J-20 with caution, especially given China's military presence along disputed Himalayan borders. New Delhi's investment in the Rafale fighter and its pursuit of indigenous stealth programs are in part a response to the growing reach of the PLAAF. Yet the J-20's role extends beyond regional defense. It is a tool of political signaling and national pride. Each publicized deployment, whether patrolling disputed zones in the South China Sea, flying over Tibet, or participating in military parades, reinforces the message that China is now among the elite powers capable of producing and fielding cutting-edge stealth fighters. Its appearance at international air shows and its growing numbers and operational units highlight not only its combat readiness but also China's industrial progress. With production expected to accelerate, analysts predict the PLAAF could field several hundred J-20s by the 2030s, fundamentally reshaping the balance of air power in Asia. Comparisons with its U.S. counterparts remain a subject of debate among defense analysts. While the F-22 Raptor is often considered the gold standard in air dominance, it is no longer in production, whereas the J-20's line continues to evolve. The F-35, on the other hand, offers unmatched sensor fusion and multi-role capabilities, but China's advantage lies in scale and regional focus. The J-20 may not yet match American fighters in every dimension, but its ability to operate close to home, supported by a dense network of radars, satellites, and missile systems, provides the PLAAF with unique advantages in a potential conflict within the First Island chain. Ultimately, the J-20 is not just an aircraft, it is a cornerstone of China's broader military transformation. It represents the shift from a force once described as obsolete, to one now capable of challenging the most advanced militaries in the world. Its rise underscores Beijing's determination to secure air superiority as a prerequisite for asserting influence across the Asia-Pacific and beyond. Whether viewed as a defensive necessity or a tool of expansion, the mighty Dragon embodies the convergence of technology, strategy, and national ambition. As tensions in the Asia-Pacific continue to intensify, the J-20's role will only grow more central. For allies of the United States, its presence forces costly adaptations and continuous vigilance. For China, it serves as both shield and spear, a symbol of deterrence against external threats and a weapon to enforce its regional claims. In the skies above contested waters and disputed borders, the mighty Dragon has already begun to redefine the very meaning of air superiority in the 21st century.